Hey guys, today we're going to be reading I Am Perfectly Designed, and this is by Karamo Brown with Jason Rachel Brown, and it's illustrated by Amoosha Syed. And I think this book is so fabulous because it is actually written by, if you can see right there, a father and a son. So you're spending a lot of time with your parents right now at home, so make sure that you are still spending time with them and showing how grateful you are for them right now. All right, let's go ahead and read I Am Perfectly Designed. First, there was you, Dad. Then there was me. And now there's us. That's right, now there's us. When you first saw me, you said, he is perfectly designed from his head to his toes. And I meant every word of it. Still do. So you can see in the bold font, that's where the dad is talking. And in the not bold, smaller font, that's where the son is talking. When I was a baby, I looked just like you. Only I had no hair, and you had lots. Now it's the opposite. So true. Remember this? I had such a big baby head. Indeed, but your big baby head was perfectly designed for you. The first thing I remember is being carried on your shoulders while you walked me all over the city. When I was real little, I thought I could touch the moon. Remember that? We'd sit on the roof and reach for it. One day you'll be big enough to reach it yourself, but until then, it's perfectly fine to ask for help. Remember when we went as syrup and waffles for Halloween, Dad? Ha, I do. That was awesome. I wonder what will be this year. When I run in the park, jump in the park, climb trees in the park, and pretend that I am a statue in the park, you remind me that I am perfectly designed to explore the world. You are, and you always will be. And then they're looking up at the sky. Sometimes, Dad, when I get mad or sad or confused, you wrapped your arms around me. I like that. Me too. And I remind you that you are perfectly designed and wonderful, no matter what you're feeling. Dad, when I grow up and leave home, will you miss me? Will you go in my room and play with my race cars and stuffed animals? You know I will. Will you sit on the fire escape and feed the pigeons like we do in the summer? The pigeons and the sparrows. Will you remember our favorite moves? I will, and I'll invent some new ones too. Dad, will you always think of me? Always. You know what, Dad? What? I will always remember walking through the city and sitting on your shoulders, and maybe when you're older and I'm taller, I can carry you on mine because we are perfectly designed for each other. That's right. And then there's an awesome little letter from the author. So I will go ahead and read that to you. Dear reader, it's always been a dream of mine to write a story inspired by the many lessons my father has taught me. When I was growing up, anytime I felt fear or uncertainty, my father would remind me that I was perfectly designed. Knowing that at an early age really instilled self-love and confidence in me, which had been hard for me to find on my own. Now that I'm older, it's easier to walk with my head held up proudly. My father and I felt it was only right to give this message to you. We want readers to forget that just being your natural self, never forget that just being your natural self is perfect. It's beautiful in every sense. We know how hard it is to think otherwise, but you can't stop telling yourself this until you feel it. Like everything in life, it takes some time, but with repetition, you will learn to walk with your head held higher than the Eiffel Tower. From Jason Brown. That's exactly right. Karamo Brown. And then there's a picture of the author and his son. And then I love the back of the book because it says, an ode to loving who you are exactly as you are. So I want you guys to know that you are perfectly designed just the way that you are. And I love you so much just exactly the way you are. And I will see you guys in that next Read Aloud. Bye.